Yeah, I mean, we're starting to see a lot of legitimacy around Bitcoin. One of the stocks that we've invested in over the last few months is PayPal. I think that's really, quite honestly, what woke me up when I looked at my PayPal account one day and I saw that we could do transactions in Bitcoin. I think this is something that investors should be looking at. And I kind of agree with what Mohammed Al-Arian was saying, is it's really got this two-prong approach as a portfolio hedge, as an investment, but also we're seeing this legitimacy around it being a currency. I think one of the big risks that we've all been talking about, well, we've all looked at this as, a great technology in blockchain. We're worried, was Bitcoin going to be it? But, you start thinking now, if we are going to adopt this, and, one of the biggest worries is what are central banks around the world going to do? The size of the cryptocurrency market really is Bitcoin. I think it's something that investors have not wanted to pay attention to, but I think this year there's going to be some reason that you have to start paying attention if you're managing a portfolio.
But what's your own sense? Do you think other companies would follow suit? Of course, RBC Capital Markets is saying Apple could be next in the wings. But do you think that this is a trend that will spread across tech companies,
Yeah, I
especially because they have
absolutely
high
do.
cash
And
balances?
I do. I do believe it's going to spread across tech. And I think in terms of legitimacy of this being a payment is going to be more and more prevalent. I just came back from speaking at a conference with a lot of millennial investors right there. And they're saying that the time has come. They believe in it. In the US, that's the largest generation we have right now. And, like I said, I think there's still a lot of aging financial advisors who've not wanted to educate themselves and pay attention to this. But I think it's something that everyone needs to start looking at.
Indeed, PayPal, I believe, Robert, is one way that you believe is a good way to play the crypto theme. Can you explain that to us? And can you tell me also why you would be investing in PayPal at these levels, considering just over the past 3 months alone, the stock is already up another 40%?
Yeah, well, I think PayPal, there's a lot of things we like about it. Venmo, obviously, is one of their payment systems, which has been doing extremely well. This is a company that just reported a couple of weeks ago. We're in the middle of earnings season right now, beat expectations. So you have that out of the way of that worry. But as I mentioned, they just launched the ability to trade cryptocurrencies, the four major currencies on their platform. In our view, that's the most legitimate platform that's allowing investors to be able to trade in those currencies. They did not start charging for that till January. So in our view, looking at analysts' expectations, we believe that they're underestimating the earnings power that could come from that and being a first mover advantage into that space. So even at these high levels, we still think there's a long way to go for PayPal. Now, obviously, we'd rather buy it on a pullback, but with what you're seeing around cryptocurrencies right now, in particular Bitcoin, you might not get that opportunity in the near term.